Well, good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else, to the very final day of the Youth Atlantic Cup 2025 here at the University of Limerick. It is the final round-robin game of the mixed under-18 competition. Undefeated England take on last year's champions in Wales. They were also champions at the 2023 Youth Atlantic Cup after their big win at the Euros, famously so. Wales defeated twice in most shocking fashion at 9 a.m. on Friday morning when they were beaten by Belgium. Ireland take on South Africa over on field one, knowing a victory will be enough to see them through to the semi-finals. Wales need a win to secure their place, with the Cayman Islands snapping at their heels. Anthony Newton alongside me for this one, and it's a good start for Wales. They've got a big job on their hand here against one of the top sides in the competition.
Yeah, it was unlucky. England had an early mistake, gave possession to Wales early.
Popped over the top for Noah Williamson, and it's a bright start for Wales, and what a win would do, not just for their ranking places as they sit fourth at the moment in the table, but what it would do to their confidence with the semi-finals to take place later on today.
Yeah, let's hope England's tap-off goes better this time.
Ireland just the one defeat in their 6 games to this English side. It's not been a perfect campaign for Wales, but they are a strong team. But England, with Norton looking to respond. Nicholson. Norton on the run. Winds one up, undercooked. And it's falls short of Elacoin. Anthony, you know this team very well.
Yeah, my daughter was their non-travelling reserve, so we've been watching them at camps. They're very well drilled, they're creative. It should be a good game from England here.
Jack Parrott, one of Wales' star men in this side. They've got some really handy partnerships in the middle. They've changed into their red kit today, the more classic Welsh number from the black they sported yesterday. England still in their white-dominated red and white trim. Big step off the right boot from Johan Davis. Over the top, Morris! Now, England let the play continue because they knew they were getting the ball back again, but...
Yeah, it was a forward pass there. England will be pleased about that. And they've been marched back 10 for throwing the ball away. Tap off there.
So a bit of extra metres for England, not that they needed it.
Oh, and Sophia will be disappointed with that. It's looking like a good box. And they are on the defence again, England.
Chance for Wales, already leading by 1. Have been gifted an opportunity here in a good area. Johan Davis, all the way to the box. Morris, nice step on the inside of Dan Brown. Welpton takes a tumble in the dewy turf this morning. It's a little bit wet out there.
Yeah, perfect diving weather.
Britain, Williamson. He's got a long ball tucked underneath those arms of his if he wants to whip it out. Williamson darting to the short side. Over the top it goes, put down. A gilt-edged chance goes begging for Wales. And it is 8 a.m. start this game, so these players have some waking up to do, it seems.
Nice drive there from Imogen, picked up by Bell.
And this is a much better box from England. Off goes Brown to the halfway line. Oxford. What a carry this by England. Little hitch kick, and look at the acceleration, the show and go. Sees England over. Hayden Chambers crashes down. Equaliser for England, and a repeat of the 2023 final is all square.
Yeah, Hayden Chambers there, who plays for Revolution and the West Wildcats over in England. He's got a couple of teammates with him. I'd be pleased with that.
Lovely scoop through as well to set up the score. And here come Wales. Good touch, good physicality, slows the momentum down. There's Caitlin Morris. Now she's put on the handbrake for now. Parrott on the return. Parrott to the open side. That long ball has been on a few times for both sides. The wingers have looked like they've had more space to play with than usual, but the passes at the moment just haven't been able to reach their target.
Yeah, but it's nice to see that they're playing that expansive game. It keeps everything a bit more interesting.
So here come England looking to box again through Brown. Off the deck from Annabelle Roberts. Oh, and some good hands there to pick out Norton with a bit of space to play with. Lawton. And straight through beyond Morris. Ball back on the inside from Nicholson. And Lawton goes over. The conversation to be had, was it touch and pass? And I think
No, sideline refs
it's
are happy.
been given. Liam Lawton benefits from Gabriel Nicholson's fine work, and England take the lead.
Yeah, and England will be pleased with that after that early hiccup. Really nice work there. Great pace too.
It's an outstanding schedule that we have for you today. So many huge games, almost entirely after this one. Crucial fixtures, knockouts, and then from 1 o'clock onwards on this pitch there'll be bronze medal matches over on field 1, the gold medal games.
And we're off up down the centre of the pitch again.
Good shutout from England, some nice work from Ben Luckcraft. Good stop from Wales to slow down England here. Sophia Lawton. Good pick up from Brown. Lawton, lovely hands. And Thomas Davis goes over.
Yeah, a lovely pass there from Imogen Loveridge, I think it was, to Sophia that time.
Indeed it was. Loveridge sets it up there for England. And, well, they made that look very simple, but it certainly wasn't, Anthea.
No, she was calm under pressure there, great hands and a great offload. Those strong touches on this damp ground are causing a few fumbles, juggles on the floor. It's English possession again.
It's a poor area of the field to give up possession because it will gift England a chance to strike. Lawton back on the inside. Lawton taking charge out in the middle. And he's there at half, stepping off the right. Soft ball into the path of Nicholson. But this time, England are denied.
Yeah, off the mark again there. Wales will be happy with that. Punching one up the middle, and then I think they're going to come and box, get some fresh legs on.
It looks like Ireland are on top against South Africa on field 1, which means they will qualify, likely as second.
Oh, and that's disappointing for Wales. There's a bit of a fumble again, and we're back in England possession. Sorry.
In the round robin, and Belgium elsewhere are taking on the Cayman Islands. Victory there will see them qualify. So it's just Wales trying to hold on here. If things stay as they are, they'll have to rely on results elsewhere. England looking to go an unprecedented 7 from 7. Lawton takes a stumble. Nicholson, Lawton on the inside. The space opened up. England are tearing them apart.
Yeah, lovely, lovely check back there to Liam. He'll be happy with that one.
Wales have got to regroup here. They took the lead, but in essence just kicked the hornet's nest, and England since then have gone on a bit of a wild run here. But there's plenty of quality in this Welsh side, and some new faces, the likes of Fred Dineen out there looking to change things around in attack for Wales. Morris, Ayres, sliding in goes Johan Davis.
Just making the line there to make that touch. That's good defence from England.
Ayres floats all the way through. Has he got the ball away quick enough there? England scrambling in the try area and have just about denied Wales. But that shows that there will still be opportunities here for Touch Cymru.
That's Imogen again, taking that lovely run. Good yards here.
Oh, it's just been bobbled there, I think, in the damp turf. Good ball for Davis. Morris. Wales head towards the box. Maggs. Edgell. Maggs again. Good defence from England. Little bit of space opening up here. That's a great scoop for Williamson. Britain. Williamson again. At the 7. Britain over the top. Oh, it's been well taken, but was it forward? Well, less over the top, more through the English defence.
But it's been given. Sideline ref was happy with that. She was in line with it. And that was a great score there for Wales.
Lovely ball from Britain. Wales have a second. Quick tap on halfway from England. Too quick for the referee.
Yeah, Sophia Lawton there just getting a little bit happy.
Lawton. Norton. Liam Lawton. Off goes Sophia Lawton. Little show and go. Tap made inside the 7. Liam Lawton again. Here's the scoop. Wingers free. Ball foul. It's Ella Coyne who scores for England.
Oh, it's a great long ball. Safe hands underneath that one on a greasy day today. That's good work there from Ella.
Good response from England as well after conceding another. Well, it's Scotland against Wales in the mixed 15s up next here on field 2. Well, France take on England. Those are the semi-finals in the mixed 15 category, so huge games. And even if this one begins to slip away from Wales, they've still got chances in the mixed category to make an impact here at the Youth Atlantic Cup. Wales sliding in, kept out this time by England.
Yeah, nice strong defence in the midst there from England. It's great to see.
Oh, well.
6 more on the line.
A penalty for Wales.
Yeah, touched in flight, so it's just a reset. Sweep coming round now.
Deneen! Looking to catch England offside, and he has done so. Fred Deneen. Oh, well, the arm went up. The Welsh parents behind the try line started celebrating, but it's actually just going to come back for a penalty.
Yeah, it was the offside player wasn't the one that made the touch, but it's come back for one of the players being offside there. Had it been the player playing the touch, then there would have been a score.
Deneen. Ioan Davis. Deneen again. Wales come sweeping down to the short side. It's Ayres. Tom Davis makes the touch, to the delight of the English bench. Fionn May-Edgell. Ioan Davis. Plays half. Davis scoops all the way through. And it's a score.
No, it
well,
was
the touch is
there
made
by,
there.
Loveridge.
Well, I saw
Imogen
Loveridge celebrate
yeah.
after the touch was made, but play was allowed to continue. Wales did find the pass, but then called back in the end, half court. That's twice then Wales have come awfully close to getting on the board.
Yeah, they are attacking that girls' side, where we have the girl link and girl wing, looking to exploit it. But the girls are standing strong at the moment. That's the interesting thing about mixed touch, trying to work out where the mismatches are, where you can outplay the opponent.
Isaac Oxford, part of another broad touch family, and winning a penalty there for England. Just another reset for England. It's Cara Edwards. Kiss on the return. Chambers. Oxford. Lookcraft racing away round the outside. And Lookcraft, try creator already in the game, turns try scorer. And England get another.
Yeah, I think Wales feeling a little despondent now. Body language is looking a little bit down. I'd like to see them pick their heads up. They've had some excellent chances. And they are looking dangerous when they're down on that line. I just need to get them down there. Safe hands for the next 6.
Well, here's Williamson with Britton, right on the English 7 after a comfortable drive. Britton looks to pop it on the inside for Marley Armani-Jones. Unable to connect there. And England have it back. Nicholson. It's another penalty. Welsh discipline just slipping a touch towards the latter stages of this first half.
Yeah, it's the enthusiasm to get up and make those touches, just going early there from an offside position.
Well, it must be said that England have looked exceptionally comfortable in this game against a very good Welsh side, and if results go Wales' way, this will be the semi-final that England competes as well.
Yeah, and England are very well drilled. They have a fantastic coaching team under the eagle eye of Claire Rylance, and I think they are well drilled. And as you can see, they're just confident playing with each other.
Beautiful pass over the top. Good weight from Thomas Lowe. And it sets up another English score. Indeed, having Rylance in the coaching box, some incredible experience in this England setup.
Yeah, and her co-coaches, Adam Thomas and Vicky Stevens, are also very experienced. They all have their role to play. And I think as a coaching team, they are exceptional. I know my daughter has really come on in the year that they've been under her coaching.
I think it's a sort of knock-on effect of England's dominance as a European nation in sort of women's opens, men's open, mixed open category, that there's significantly larger base of coaching staff available, because there's just simply players who've had more experience at the international stage who can pass that knowledge on.
Absolutely, and I think that's something that they're lucky for in the England touch setup. I know it's more difficult here in Ireland to get as many coaches at the moment. But hopefully that's something that's going to change after tournaments like this.
Indeed, the likes of Sean Balance, the Irish Men's Open captain, is now the under-18s coach, and as their Women's Open and Mixed Open side continue to improve.
Oh, great hands there.
What a ball out
That was
wide.
great,
Cara
Cara
Edwards. Up over the halfway. Delicious pass to Lovecraft. Great line from him. And England's pressure has caused another mistake here from Wales. Pace of their transition, relentless, and they'll have another score before half-time. Norton takes the touch. Liam Lawton slow to react that time. Lovely work from Norton, who does give the pass for Coyne. Skips around the winger, but is caught by the link. Jack Parrott, who returns to the middle.
And this is what's so nice about this English team, is the way they just manipulate the defence. They're moving them, creating that space.
In goes Sophia Lawton.
I said it was perfect diving weather, and that she's just shown it there. Dive from it and just drift over the line.
Both Lawtons on the score sheet now.
Makes it easier for them at home.
Well, Wales looking to recoup themselves before the break. A score would certainly help them in that effort, and they've comfortably made their way to the 7, as they have on most of their drives from halfway. Deneen looking for his second score.
And that sweep is actually drawing the English defence in really tight. I think possibly looking up, looking for that wider ball might be the option.
Deneen looks inside and out, but just runs short of options for Wales. Good English defence.
That's better defence from Wales. Much better. That's the third touch. They're not to the 10 yet.
Here come the English changes and a bit of open field for the Lions to play with here.
Good hands there.
Lovecraft with a good take. He's there at half again. Lovecraft caught by Oceanaires, and that's, as he said, Anthony, a much better defensive effort.
Yeah, not letting England get near the 7 is going to be crucial, because they are so dangerous once they're down in that end zone.
It's a well-populated field out there today here at the University of Limerick, despite the early start. And that's a great pickup from Britain, looking to go all the way. But Isaac Oxford back for England to make the touch. I think as the day goes on, the weather seems to be holding. I think it's going to be an outstanding day of touch, especially as we edge towards those finals.
Great hands there from Imogen. She wasn't actually expecting the ball, I don't think, but just got her hands to it and it carried on the flow then. Oh, there's a bit of a fumble there, unfortunately. But that was some lovely touch, and there's the hooter.
England perform as expected in the first half in a repeat of the Youth Atlantic Cup final from Nottingham 2 years ago. Wales at the moment are behind. They're relying on results to go elsewhere in their favour in order for them to maintain their place in 4th position and set up a semi-final with this English side, who will top the round robin undefeated as things stand. Ireland and Belgium likely to face off in the other semi-final. 20 minutes still to go here. Wales have got some work to do to turn it around. England look as imperious as ever in this category, as they have all tournament long. Second half here in this final round robin fixture. Despite Wales's defeat, results elsewhere may well go in their favour and they may still qualify in 4th place, but that sets up a semi-final with the leaders of the round robin after 7 games. I wonder who that might be.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be a rematch of what we're looking at now.
Indeed it will be if things stay the way they are. With this well-drilled England team, well managed as well. We haven't mentioned Heidi Golding as of yet, who's in the box for England, the team manager.
She is ridiculously organised. I am so impressed with the way this team are run. Any of the other teams, if you need to know what's going on, you look at the mixed 18s WhatsApp. She's all over it.
Off goes Britain though for Touch Cymru, who have spent plenty of time in the English 7-metre zone so far in this first half, and in the second they'll have the first strike. Williamson, Britain, can't hold on, and England survive. First English box, and this is much better from Wales in defence.
Yeah, they're really holding England there, but they have got the fresh legs on now. This is
well, this is a good drive from England, but it's just another mistake at the start of this second half. Still plenty of time both sides in this game.
Nice
England
strong
to seal
touches.
it, or Wales to turn it round.
Lovely strong touches from the girls there, Sophia and Ella.
Edgell caught by England's high line. Here goes Johan Davis. Good pick up. Stepping inside and out might be a bit of space, but the switch there for Ocean perhaps wasn't the option. And Wales have been caught on the dive. Ayres did really well to make the space, but I think he wanted someone running on the outside of him. Instead, Deneen came on the inside and is now rushing back to make the touch.
And again, England are boxing. But unfortunately, not sure if that was a Welsh foot in the ruck or an English foot, but the ball bobbled and it's Welsh in possession again. They'll be pleased about that.
Wales have it back in a promising area. Johan Davis. Deneen. Ocean winds it up, instead goes short. Davis looking to dive in, but feet first. Rarely the way to go.
It's an unusual technique, but I think, yeah, it is still quite slippy out there. It's this early in the morning.
Davis gives the pass, but Macy Maggs under pressure. And England have it back. Well, Wales have had the better start to the second half.
Yeah, their defence has been much better. They've obviously had a good half-time chat.
Off the deck from Lookcraft and some soft hands lets Edwards race away. England head to the box, but first touch on halfway or second touch is a good result for them. Lookcraft again, good yards down the left-hand tram line. Wales turn it over.
And again, England are struggling at the moment to get down into that end zone. Good pressure there from Loveridge.
Well, the sun is just starting to rear its head here at the last day of the Atlantic Youth Touch Cup. We've been blessed with the weather overall, and in fact a little bit of rain in the last games of the day yesterday has done nothing but help the turf.
Yeah, I hear there is a storm coming in tonight though, so I think we'll be done and dusted by then.
Let's hope so. Last game to tap off at 4.
And that's going to be a great game. That will be the mixed 18s final. Hopefully watching this team.
May well be the likes of England against Belgium or Wales. What a break down the right. Spots a bit of space and Thomas Davis gets so close. What fantastic cover from Morris. Brown. Brown on the return. Good ball from Thomas Lowe. Another assist for him. Dan Brown over for his first try.
Yeah, I think that just shows what happens when you have a little bit of patience when you get to the line. They haven't been there too much this half yet, and then just finding that hole. They don't look rushed on the line. I think that's one of the nice things looking at the England players there. They look calm and in control.
There's 3 England teams in action here on fields 1, 3 and 5 all the way along here in our view from the top of Heckle Hill, which is completely deserted for the first time. Just
There's
us
no
up here.
heckling at the moment.
Just up here at the top, just us up here at the top of the mound. Here's Britton. Nice ball inside. Long dive from Williamson.
Oh, great touch there.
Sophia Lawton and Liam Lawton combining there to make the touch. Both Lawtons playing in the same side. There's lots of family connections in touch, but brother and sister together in the mixed 18s, that's something that only the sport of touch can really provide.
Yeah, and I think that's something that is really nice to see. It gives families a chance to play together. I actually quite like the chance to play with my son and daughter on a pitch at NTS. And other sports, you don't have that option.
Bibi Pullis was up in the commentary box yesterday, and there's a game scheduled today where she'll be refereeing with her father and sister. And there'll be the entire team out there.
Yeah, well, you look at the Simon family, it's a bit of a family affair all round, isn't it?
Running the tournament from a fit perspective while Emily's on social media, Phoebe's coaching England. Joe's been on commentary. Yeah,
and actually Chris yesterday, I saw him in his ref kit too, so...
He said that he had to do it for the sake of the tournament, but I think he loves it. I think he was glad to be out there.
He did ask if I had my boots, and I said no, sorry.
Ayres making good yards for Wales. Good pick up from Johan Davis. Nice footwork. Basketball pass over the top. Great effort from Caitlin Morris. Well, Morris, I think, is one of the strongest female players in the mixed open category. Full stop. Such a noticeable figure in link for Wales. It's obviously a point of discussion in the mixed open. The difference, the style of play, the tactical differences that boys and girls enjoy in the under-18s, but Caitlin Morris sort of transcends that just by being an outstanding touch player.
And I think that's what's, what is so great about it is it gives, the option to see these players stepping up against men and making those touches, making those yards.
Another great touch from Morris on her opposite number, Lookcraft, and Morris again has Lookcraft under control for now. Good movement from Wales. Good defence, but there's a good sweep and a 3-on-1 to one side, but unfortunately the touch comes flying in, and Gabriel Nicholson, is divided. Wales have it back, and a penalty as well in their opening drive. Deneen to the short side. Here's Jack Parrott. Reese Clarkson. Parrott. Harries. Clarkson, Parrott and Harries operating out there with Edgell in the other link. They're a strong unit. Well, again, another switch on the inside there. But maybe Parrott wanted Harries to drift out to the right where there was a hint of a 3-on-2. What a run that is as well.
Great yards from Imogen Loveridge there. And then Gabe picks up and goes again. He's got pace if you give him space.
3 touches, England to the 10. Great transition. Great pick up from Lawton. And he sneaks through. Diving touch to deny England.
Yeah, I can't see who they made the diving touch there, but that was a great touch from Wales.
May well have been Jack Parrott, who's been impressive across this competition. Well, Wales's results have, as we've said, been a bit mixed. The 9 AM game on field 1, Belgium beat them 9-5, but they recovered in round 2 and took down Scotland before losing to Ireland at the end of day 1. So 2 losses on the opening day, not expected. Since then, it's been a perfect record, beating the Cayman Islands and then beating South Africa by a point before defeating Lebanon yesterday afternoon.
Wales there, I've got another 6 there. Was a hard touch gone in there, giving them a chance now to attack. Can they make something of it?
And that win over Wales, from an Irish perspective, crucial for them. And it's going to secure them second place ahead of Belgium. Britain looks to wind it up, charged down by England.
And they'll have a fresh 6 on the line again. So beginning to put a little bit of pressure on here, but let's see if they can actually make it convert. England got very tight defence there. Wales wingers standing wide. Maybe we'll be looking for a long ball.
Britain hands it off and Wales dive in short, but I think it's Williamson there, sent back to the 7. Noah Williamson. Britain. In fact, it's a lovely ball back to the open side instead for Marley Armani-Jones. Not able to score this time.
A great diving touch from the winger, Belle Robertson then.
Britain. Big miss pass over the top. Just clatters off the shoulder of Maddie Welpton. The scoring has certainly slowed down in this second half.
Yeah, I think Wales will be pleased about that. They putting up good defence now.
Bit of a coming together there in the midfield for England, but the referee's allowing play on.
That's third touch. That's 4th on the halfway line. Wales will be pleased about that. 1 to go.
Williamson. Well, in fact, it's taken on by Edwards. Nicholson. Edwards over the top, trying to tap it on there. Liam Lawton, but not enough contact on it. Another shutout from Wales in the second half. Touch made on Morris, but this is a good transition from Wales. Ewan Davis. Washing Ayres. Good swoop from Davis, looking for Ayres. It's come off an England player, but it's going to be their possession.
Edwards looking for Thomas Davis there. Look at that, nice yards there. Good heads-up play.
Good work from Davis. Nicholson. Great sweep around the open side. A hint of a hard touch there. And indeed it has been given.
Yeah, coming in from the side like that with a touch, unlikely to get away with it.
But Lawton straight back to her feet and driving towards the 7. Lawton. Big step from LeCraft, 2 slides in himself. And finally in this second half there has been a breakthrough and it's come England's way again. And a better performance from Wales. But this game may have just gotten away from them. They really needed to score first in the second half.
And to capitalise on their time down in England territory.
Wales-Portugal towards the end of the day in the boys 18. We saw Portugal spent a lot of time in the Welsh 7 and got nothing from it. Really disappointing for them, despite a good performance. Wales just lacking that final pass at the moment. Here's Clarkson. Sliding in again, Wales, but through a crowd of red and white.
And entering the moment, England have got Imogen Loveridge in at mid.
Clarkson gets it on the return. There's the long ball. Always falling short of Macy Maggs.
Yeah, I feel for a bit on that wing. She's getting the long balls, they're just not quite getting to her. She needs to be in that space, otherwise she's going to get touched. Just not quite reaching her. Nice step back.
And the ball inside to keep it alive. Another great pass. This is a wonderful attack from England. Racing away down the left goes Nicholson. Being given that little bit of space that he craves. There's a foot in the ruck there from Wales.
That's the creative play we like to see from England there. They didn't just play a boxing move, they looked at what's in front of them and they managed to make far more yards, but unfortunately that one's just gone to ground there and Wales are back in possession.
They had a very interesting conversation with some of the English staff yesterday when they were talking about the development of their 18s mixed side and how it's a pathway to the Women's Open and the Men's Open, which is where England as an organisation tend to be shifting their focus at the moment, but also about women's involvement in the mixed. There's nothing stopping them from playing a female middle, which is tends to be a rarer sight in the game. But when it forces opposition sides to rethink their tactics, because a lot of them are comfortable just to target the female link and wing. But if you place one in the middle, then you eliminate that possibility and balance things up a little bit.
Yeah, I remember in Treviso playing mixed back in 2012. The Welsh had a female mid, and it was unheard of at the time to have a girl in the mids, but it changed the dynamic of their game completely.
And especially at this age level, when players are still developing athletically, the slight differences are more subtle, and the skill level, of course, is equal throughout the team.
And I think it should be that the girls can play anywhere, just like the boys can play anywhere.
Absolutely.
One of my favourite training sessions for this team was when they were looking at the long balls to the wing and how difficult that pressure catch can be. And so Vic Stevens demonstrated how to take a long ball from the wing and then made all the boys have a go at catching it. Didn't find it as easy as they thought they were going to. It was made for some great social media videos, though.
That's a theme of this Youth Atlantic Cup. The winger shall no longer be under an overrated or underrated position, depending on your angle. They've been crucial to a lot of the success that the sides have had here. Great pick up from Nicholson. Comes back off Wales, but
played off his
down.
head, so I'm guessing that's not going to be played at.
You know, I haven't actually read the official ruling on if it comes off a player's head. Of course, in the game of Union, it's not a knock-on if it comes off your face, and ergo, not a turnover. But in touch, it seems to be slightly more up for debate.
Used to be off any part of the body, and then the rules have now changed to be actually played at. So if you can play it near their body and it feels like they might have a way of getting hold of it.
A little bit like in cricket. If you're not playing a shot, it's very unlikely you're going to be called.
Yeah,
LBW
very similar.
On the review. It's a nice little run from Parrott there, but he was forced back for a touch earlier on in the play, and Wales lost possession.
Yeah, and that was actually somebody playing at the ball there. So England back in possession with 6 on the halfway line.
A few minutes left in this contest, and the result may have been decided, as that's some lovely hands to find Lookcraft, and unfortunately the ball from Tom Davis just hit the deck.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting way that this tournament has fallen, with these two sides very likely to meet again in the semi-finals. What kind of conversations can you have as a coaching staff after a result like this, where both sides will have learnt so much about their opposition?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tricky one for Wales to come back and find a way around this, but that's what their coaches are there for. There are ways of opening up the defence for England. They found scores. I think maybe being a little bit more clinical. They have given away possession early on, maybe because of the damper ball. But I think those little errors have given England a chance to attack.
In the other semi-final, it will be Belgium, against the host Ireland, who did beat them in the round-robin stage as well. But that Belgium side are really exciting, and I'm quietly hoping they can make it to the final.
I think Ireland fancy themselves for that one. Tanya Rossa, who is absolutely stalwart of Ireland touch, is coaching that side.
Few errors creeping into the game towards its latter stages, and it will gift England a chance. But again, as we said, a few errors creeping in on both sides.
But the mixed 18s finals could be interesting, though, because when England played Ireland, they were missing 3 of their players who were on Leinster duty, under 19s, and they were back playing on the pitch yesterday and looked a very different side.
Good cross-code representation. Had a really illuminating conversation with some of the Ireland men's opens players yesterday about how they started out in touch. And it used to be that, the touch side would come into the school and recruit players, those who had suffered an injury maybe, those who were just outside of the first team in the game of Union. It's all changed now at youth level. Players from the very top end of league and Union Like the Ukrainian side, for example, which is practically the Rugby League Under-18 set up now playing touch as well. Well, they've all got a league background. That's the affiliation with the Ukrainian Rugby Union. It's with league instead. What a ball over the top, and England are going to get another. George Norton scores.
Yeah, his player from Maidenhead. There's a couple of Maidenhead boys in this team, and yeah, he's quite a useful player. He's hidden talent is being a silent assassin.
Over the top for his try. Norton's had a good game throughout. It will be.
I think that's one thing about this mixed 18s England side is their consistency. Whichever pot are on, consistent in their attack.
Nice ball out wide, but put down in the end. It's a huge victory over on field 3. As you can see, the celebrations roll on as France have been beaten in the women's 20s, which is a massive result in their 3rd meeting. But here on field 1, it's a result that was never in doubt, really, from about the halfway stage. The second half rolled on in familiar fashion, although it was much tighter. A good performance from Wales, and that will be encouraging for them, as these two sides will meet again in the Under-18s mixed semi-final as the 1st and 4th place side in the round robin, respectfully. Well, we'll be quickly moving on to our next game, as there's a short gap between the two. At 9 AM, the next kickoff will be Wales again in action, this time against Scotland, mixed 15s. And Anthony, you'll be back for that one.
I will.
Well, and we will see you again very shortly. Touch Cymru with another chance, this time in a semi-final in the mixed 15s. They're taking on Scotland live here at the final day of the Youth Atlantic Cup 2025.